been away from Ireland now for nearly...
Welcome to Cooraclare Tidy Town's website. Today we're making a video presentation which will feature areas and items of historical importance in and around Cooraclare village.
Let me tell you of the visions that I've seen.
The old school was built in 1845 and quickly established itself as one of the leading primary schools in the whole country. This building was replaced in 1951 by the new school. The old school was then reconstructed into a parish hall and became a social hub for the whole of West Clare, providing a venue for drama, dancing and sporting activities. The site has now become a children's playground. Danganelli House is of particular architectural, artistic and historical interest. Situated just outside the village, it has a varied history. It was constructed in the late 18th century and was the home of the landed gentry. Many carriages with grand ladies and gentlemen must have driven through these gates to wonderful parties, afternoon teas and soirees. This local creamery was part of a network called West Clare Creameries. The milk was taken in Cooraclare, where the cream was separated from the milk and taken to Kilrush and made into butter. Cooraclare Creamery was opened in 1931. The grotto was built by the Daly family in 1965 to honour Our Lady. We're standing here on what's locally known as the Mill Road. The Mill Road led down to the old mill which was used to grind corn. This would have been a very, very busy place in the 1800s, and it is believed that it may well have led to the village of Cooraclare being formed, because there would have been queues many hundreds of yards long, and people came to serve those men and indeed women who were in those queues with food and clothes and leather goods. So gradually the whole village blossomed as a result of the old mill. The soup kitchen used during famine times to feed impoverished Cooraclare people is still beneath the roof of O'Keefe's pub, with a big pot for the Indian meal stirabout still intact. The Black and Tans raided this pub on numerous occasions in pursuit of local volunteers. IRA patriot Con Colbert, one of the 1916 leaders who was executed, was related to the O'Keefe family. The church in Cooraclare was built by Father Tim Kelly in 1832. This was the only site made available by the local landlord, and as the area was a swamp, he believed that a church could never be developed in such a place. But he didn't allow for the ingenuity and perseverance that existed among the faithful of Cooraclare. In the church grounds, this memorial was erected to our deceased immigrants who were buried overseas. This forge is where Mitchell Lillis served his time and looked after the needs of the farmers and their horses for nigh on 50 years. Cooraclare Bridge was built on a crossing point over the local river. Originally the bridge consisted of timber boards and was replaced by the present stone structure in the 1850s. The old timber construction may have given the name to the village. The Irish version is Cooraclare, and a possible translation could be the foam of the boards. Seemingly, the fast-flowing water caused foam to collect on the timber boards. The Moss Doherty kindly gave the local tidy towns permission to use the garden across the road from the creamery. The locals got to work, and over the intervening years they have developed it into a beautiful community garden where members of the public can go and sit, enjoy the fruit, read a book or whatever.
And so in dreams I love to ramble down the village street.
I hope you enjoyed watching the small video presentation of the historical areas of interest in Cooraclare. I hope you now go on to the website and see the full information that's available there on all of these sites.
Around the chapel gate in Cooraclare.